You learn a lot of things on the Brad Johnson Show. A lot of times it's things you didn't even know that you didn't know. And even more often, it's things you didn't know that you needed to know, but that you thought you might have known, but you didn't know them correctly, like I know them, and I'm able to teach you to know them like I know them. And one of those things is learning and how to learn. Another one of those things is skill sets and how to get them in a set. And also another one is building your email list. Plus one that you probably haven't thought of in a while, entrepreneurial winning at sleep. So let's do this. Hit it, James. The Brad Johnson Show. I'm turning losers like you into winners like me. You're about to enter the winning zone. Hey people, welcome to the Brad Johnson Show. I'm your host, Brad Johnson, here with me, assistant to the host, James Kirkland. Welcome to the Brad Johnson Show, where I'm turning losers like you and winners like me. I'm glad to have you here on this burning question, hashtag burning question day, because I get to answer your burning questions. Man, I just want people to know, James, that this is not me just coming up with questions to ask myself. This is hungry people hungry for knowledge who are asking me things that they don't know so that I know them, so that I can tell them that I know them.
Yeah, it's Hunger for Winning Stage 2.
Basically, yeah. So this is, once you get the entrepreneurial bug and you realize you don't know as much as you thought you know or knew, then you have to talk to me and ask me some burning questions. I mean, anytime that people start criticizing me or, going off on the Brad Johnson Show stuff, it's like, I feel like answering questions is a better way to respond to those, haters online and stuff like that. It's like, I think deep down, that's really what they're looking for, is that they're not looking to hate. They're looking for answers because they have something burning within them that they can't answer by themselves.
Right. Unless they're just attacking you personally, like saying that Dwayne Johnson is way more muscular than you, or they say that Brad Pitt is way more attractive or something like that. It's a little harder to, turn that into a positive situation. But
yeah, it is. But I'm really good at it, thankfully. I mean, like I always say, you get more flies with honey than with a rifle. So all right. So we're going to be answering your burning questions, hashtag burning questions, on this episode. But before we get to that and helping you salvage the wreckage of your life, it's time for a word from our sponsor.
Protect your home the winner's way. Don't not sign a long-term contract that will keep your security secure. Protect your home the winner's way with AwesomeSecuritySigns.com, the company Brad Johnson trusts. Bigger, flashier, stronger, more reflective. Meet the all-new AwesomeSecuritySigns.com. Forget drilling, sticking, or thinking. Forget alarms and cameras and all that technical, confusing junk. Introducing the most powerful crime prevention system ever. Our brand new contract security subscription service provides you with a new threatening anti-theft sign every month. AwesomeSecuritySigns.com. Don't spend money on an expensive security system. Just get the sign. Guaranteed to make criminals think at least twice before breaking into your home and stealing your stuff. Real good security prepares for the baddest. So we don't just provide signs, we provide backup signs. And backup signs for those backup signs, just in case your sign gets torn down or blown away. Listeners to this show can get an amazing discount by going to AwesomeSecuritySigns.com/BradKnows. Get 5% off your first month subscription. Terms, limitations, and conditions apply. AwesomeSecuritySigns.com. Securely securing your security securely.
All right, James, how many questions do we have to go through today? Because we've got a ton of them. Let's, man,
we've got like
just
4.
been pouring in. Well, probably more than that, but that's all we can have time for today, I'm thinking.
For today. For the day. For today.
For today, yes. All right, so let us get into these right away.
All right, first one is, what's the next thing you want to learn? What skill set would you like to know about that you don't know yet?
Wow. So this is actually kind of one of those questions that normally I would have a really hard time answering because, I mean, what skill set don't I have, James?
Exactly.
Seriously.
That was what I was just thinking.
Yeah, it's like Brad Johnson. The name is almost synonymous with knowing pretty much everything. But there is one thing that I haven't quite gotten a hold of yet, and part of that is sushi preparation.
I was gonna say cast iron griddle seasoning, but
well, that one I'm a little rusty on too. But
you shouldn't ever let your cast iron pans rust though. That's
Well,
that's not good.
obviously, yeah. But yeah, so basically, the main skill set that I want to cover and really get better at is the not just sushi in general. I'm pretty good at that. Very good, actually. I think I've won some awards for that, probably. But is the puffer fish sushi, and I think that is just a great combination. You know about that, James, right?
Yeah, it's delicious. I've actually gone pufferfish hunting before. It's exhilarating.
You have?
Yeah. I was snorkeling, and I had a pocket knife, and which was funny because my swim trunks didn't have pockets. But I was swimming, and there's this pufferfish, and they told me you have to wait till it puffs up and then stab it so all the air comes out, and then you can kill it, and then you can make sushi out of it. It's pretty amazing.
Wow. I didn't know you knew how to snorkel, let alone handle a pocket knife. That's
Yeah, I actually have a certification as a snorkeler.
with a pocket knife.
Yeah, it's a
Snorkel with a
special
pocket knife
designation
Wow.
for rescue
Okay.
purposes.
Anyway, but yeah, I think the pufferfish sushi chef designation would be pretty cool. Be able to prepare a poisonous fish that is going to kill you if you do it wrong. That's just my personality. I just live on the edge so much with all that I do.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're done making that, you'll have to invite Darius Rucker over for dinner. The
For the
hootie and
That's-
the blowfish.
That's blowfish. That's different than puffer fish,
Oh,
James.
okay. Sorry.
Okay. If it was Hootie and the pufferfish, I think he might have done a little bit better with that band. Just saying. A little advice there, Darius. All right, so James, what about you? I think there's plenty that you would definitely need some help with here as far as skill sets go.
Yeah, I think I need to get better at my shot put, which it's very not many people do it, so it's hard to find a trainer. And also I keep dropping them. Like my hands are really sweaty, and so I keep dropping the shot put, and so I keep stubbing my
that.
toe, and then I have to go to therapy, and it's a vicious cycle. So I really need to get better at that.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right, so there's the first question, people. What is something that you want to learn? I bet I could probably teach you. So get in touch with me on the social mediums, at Brad Johnson Show. Let me know what is a skill set that you need to work on. All right, next question, James.
Second question: how do you build your email list?
Okay, so this is one of those questions where it's like, okay, I could teach a whole course on this because building it. What do I always say about email lists, James?
Your email list is your ticket to ride the train of the internet.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you don't have an email list, you don't have a train. And people without trains can't go anywhere.
No.
So don't let that happen to you.
No, you have to have your email list. And if you don't have one, you can always just borrow someone else's. There's services for that. Just look it up.
Yeah.
And the dark web is
It
very
can be a
helpful.
little on the costly side, especially if it's a awesome email list like mine, but it's totally worth it. Email marketing is the bomb, okay? So how do you build an email list? If I had to start all over from scratch, here's what I do, James. What I would do is I would begin by asking people.
Uh-huh.
I would send out an email saying, "Hey,
Uh-huh.
you need to
Say
get
that.
on my list."
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's what I would do. And I would point out the benefits of being on my list. Number one, you can say that you're on the list of Brad Johnson. Number two,
Yeah.
you can show off to other people anywhere you want to show off that you get emails from Brad Johnson. Okay. I think
Yeah.
that right there, that I could just case closed right there.
That's enough value in and of itself. And I would say another great way to build your email list is door-to-door emailing, where you actually go up to someone's house and you wait for them to open the door, and then you send them an email, and boom, you say, "You're on my email list now." And usually they're very receptive to that. People love when you come and talk to them at their house.
Yeah, I would know. Don't have much personal experience with that method. Is that something you've done to build a Brad Johnson email list?
Yeah,
'Cause
we have a team of door-to-door email
List
canvassers.
builders.
That's all they do.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. No, I knew it was happening, and that's the thing about outsourcing is you outsource and it happens, and you're like, how did that happen? I don't care. It happened, and you just move on with life. So that's good to know. Yeah. So people, get your email list pumping. Do it. And if you want me to build a course on that, let me know. Speaking of courses, James, I think might be a good time for a little plug of the course, the one and only course.
Yes, the only course you'll ever need is available. It's on the website now. We just wrapped up putting the Brad Johnson Show course on the website, so it'll be releasing gradually over time. But you got to sign up. So go to the website, Brad Johnson Show, Wix.
Just
Brad.
click the link. No, just click the link in the
link
show
in the
notes,
description.
or else
And
James is gonna have our name.
and then sign up for the course, and then you'll be part of the course, and then you'll take the course, and then you'll be successful.
And then you'll know things that you need to know, and that is what it's all about. So let's
Yes.
hit this next question while you guys go sign up for the course.
So the next question is, what was your first lead magnet?
My first lead magnet. Oh man, that's taking me back. That is taking me back. Well, my first lead magnet, the concept was still a little fuzzy in my head at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So my first lead magnet, I thought it was lead magnet.
Common mistake.
Yeah, easy mistake most people make that mistake. Anyway, so yeah, it was my first lead magnet. It involved basically they put in their shipping information, and I'd send them a lead magnet, which actually are not very effective magnet, and most people don't know that.
Huh. I guess that's one way to try and attract people.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't my best lead magnet, but I've definitely improved from there. But yeah, did a little trip down memory lane there. Love it. All right, next question.
Next, what is your current sales funnel model?
Well, we've actually talked about sales funnels on the show before, and I like to talk about how my sales funnel is more of a cone. Okay. And it's not like one of the, like an ice cream cone that you just like the pointy one. It's like the flat bottom cone, because I feel like just a smart marketer would realize that you don't want people getting stuck in the pointy part of the cone.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody wants to get stuck in a cone.
Yeah. It's just obvious hashtag logic that you want to do. So basically how it works is people listen to the podcast, they listen to get on the course, they get into my network somehow, whether it's the social mediums, or me passing out my business card, or me just using their phone to subscribe to the podcast or something like that. They get inside of our network. Now, once they're inside the network, we have the ability to start marketing to them with the information products and the other products that we have, which are basically endless. So really what we do is we customize the call to action to each person. So we kind of get a feel through some creative internet research to find out what things they're interested in. So say they're interested in cars, we're going to market them the luxury roller creeper. Okay. Say they're interested in something like water, then we'll market them some hashtag winning liquefied, or maybe even the entrepreneurial jet propelled self-cleaning cubicle of freedom. We might market them that because that has water in it as well. Yeah. There's all kinds of products.
It really just comes down to knowing every single listener and every single customer and client personally, and knowing pretty much everything about them, so you know exactly what they want and need.
And that's why you have to have a staff, because there's absolutely no way that I could take any interest in anything that anyone of the listeners does, or anything like that.
And the people are always talking about the 1,000 true fans thing, which is such a low number. I don't know why they even bother with that. I mean, that's just beginners stuff. But we're going for 100% true fans across the board. Like if someone isn't a true fan, they're not a fan. We don't even bother with them. So the funnel, the cone is massive, and everyone is welcome. It includes everyone as long as they're a fan.
just a giant cone. And I mean, ice cream can fit in there along with people. There's so much room inside this cone for everything that needs to be in the cone. So don't limit yourself to a funnel, okay? Because, I mean, what do most people use funnels for? For like putting gasoline in a car. And we all know that gasoline will kill the planet, like literally, okay? Electricity, you can't put that in a funnel, can you?
Nope.
Nope.
Don't even try it.
Can't do that.
Not recommended.
But it's not killing the earth, okay? Obviously.
Except when it strikes the ground from a cloud. I guess that can be kind of harmful. But
yeah, well.
But that's just, you got to strike wild iron.
I don't know.
That's what that means.
Yeah. Okay. So great questions, people. I mean, okay, questions for what they were. But we are moving on now to the wellness well. But before we do that, I just want to say one more time, if you have any questions, which I know you do, because there's no way that you know as much as I do, then you need to get in touch with me at Brad Johnson Show on all the social mediums. Let me know your question, #burning question, #Brad knows, and I will answer your question on the air if I think it's worth it. All right, so now it's time for the wellness well. Come with me down to the wellness well. It's just a beautiful place to be. Little garden flowers and healthy stuff all over the place. It even smells healthy. Come, dip your mind bucket into the well and be healthy. All right, as usual, my guest host here, Mr. Sky. Sky, how is it doing, my man?
Brad, things are doing exactly what they're supposed to. Things are in harmony. Things are just gliding along smoothly.
Love it. That's how I always say they're supposed to do when they're doing things. Thanks, Sky, for coming on the show today, because we have an important topic that I don't think we've covered on the podcast a couple different times, as far as with my sleep coach and stuff like that. But there's the healthy side of this, where you can have a coach you to do things, but then there's also things that are just like health tips that people should know as well when it comes to this very important topic.
Yeah, Brad, everyone sleeps, at least I hope so. And as a result of that, we need to be constantly reminded of all the things we need to be doing to ensure that we get the most out of our sleep time. We really have to focus on this. Like, you have to be thinking about sleep constantly, and you really have to prepare so that you make sure every night is the best night of sleep ever.
Yeah. It has to be. I mean, if you're not doing it that way, you're wasting time, because as we all know, you spend over half your life just sleeping. Exactly. And if you aren't doing it right when you're sleeping, then you're doing that much wrong stuff, like compounds over a lifetime to basically doing your life wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, your life will be a failure if you don't get a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Don't do it, people. All right, so Sky, let's run through a couple of these tips.
Yeah, so these are some just really easy things you could do to ensure that your sleep is the best ever. So the first thing, you need to wake up at a different time every single day, okay? Your body needs variety. It needs different experiences. And if you're waking up and seeing the same amount of light and different, scenery and experiences, you're going to get bored. So you need some kind of different time every day.
And that makes total sense, because if you wake up and it looks the same, like, there's going to be no interest.
Exactly.
And when things look different, you're like, wow, what is this different thing that I'm seeing right now with my eyes?
Exactly. It'll motivate you to get out of bed in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That is great. Okay. So different time every day. Next one.
Next is get as little sunlight as possible. Okay. Sunlight is what makes you wake up. You can't sleep with the lights on. It's impossible. You have to have utter and complete darkness at all times. So whatever you do, you have to go outside. Always wear black and a hood and some shades, and you can even put on sunblock, even when it's not in the summer, just to keep out as much light as possible, because it's going to affect you later.
Oh, love it. Okay, so that is number 2. And then number 3, this one just kind of made me laugh, because, I mean, I'm already so jacked. It was like, well, obviously I'm getting good night's sleep, because this is all about making sure that you exercise multiple times a day in order to wear yourself out so that you sleep better.
Exactly. Yeah, the whole point is, when you're awake, you got to be wearing yourself out so that you're ready to sleep when it's time. If you're not preparing for that, you're not going to be ready. You got to be exhausted as much as possible.
That makes total sense. Totally get that. All right, so the final one I think is a little counterintuitive. Hit me with number 5.
Number 5, set a temperature that is appropriate depending on your environment. So you have to set the temperature of the room based on your body temperature, which is 98.3, I think. And
well, no, I think it's 3. Go. Okay.
Yeah, so you have to set your temperature of the room at exactly that amount, okay? Because what you're going to do is you're going to turn your room into a sauna. So you're actually in a sauna while you're sleeping. So you're killing two birds with one stone. I mean, I don't like to use that phrase, but you get what I'm saying. You're creating two environments where you can sleep and you can sweat the entire time. I'm telling you right now, your partner is going to love being in that room with you.
Yeah, talk about making effective, efficient use of your time. I love it. Sky. And like I said, people, if this is too much for you, if you're just like, wow, I sleep so horrible and I'm wasting my life with this, then it's time to, and these tips don't work for you, it's time to talk to your naturopathic person like Sky, who could actually give you some good coaching on how to do this better.
Yeah, definitely. And if you need it, you could even just hire, become a babysitter, so you have to watch kids so they wear you out faster. There's a lot of ways you can get creative about this.
Yeah. You just got so many tips, Sky. Love it. All right. Thanks, Sky, for coming on the show. Really appreciate your insight and your healthy wisdom.
Of course.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, that was awesome. James, I think I'm going to be sleeping even better than I already do tonight thanks to those tips.
Yeah, I'm already falling asleep as we speak. I'm yawning so big right now.
Uncommon.
You can't see it, but I am.
Yeah. All right. So thanks, guys, for listening. And remember, get your questions in for the next #burning question, #BradKnows episode. And don't forget, the course is coming, and we're not even kidding this time. Well, I wasn't kidding the last time either, but just scheduling and technology stuff got in the way. Anyway, we will be coming at you with that. Make sure to sign up. The link is down below. I'm not kidding, people. This is an actual video course where you get to see me in all my glory doing what I do best, and that is telling you things that you didn't know, which I'm really good at. So thanks for listening today, guys. We will catch you next time and also on the course. Ciao.
You've just listened to an episode of awesomeness. Now go out and spread the awesomeness and help others fix the mess that is their life and help them stop being a loser and start winning in business, health, and their personal life by getting them to listen to The Brad Johnson Show. Book your face, tweet your tweets, and Insta your grams at Brad Johnson Show. The Brad Johnson Show. Winners only.